Hey guys, welcome back to Taste of Victory. I'm TastyRC, and we got some exciting 1.5 gameplay for you today. Red Ragnar versus Yellow Shinegreymon. I'll start first. So I'm going to go first and reveal Digimon as my baby. So Ragnaloardmon is a kind of a slow ramp deck, because the gimmick of Ragnaloardmon is to build up these vanilla Digimon that have the inheritable security attack +1 if you're level 7. So it's very much a slow and steady race looking for your Ragnaloardmon to pop off once you finally get to level 7. So what I did right now to pass turn was play Zubamon, and what Zubamon does is let you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and you can add one card that is a Legends Arm or that has Ragnaloardmon and its name to your hand. So I was able to get another level 5, it looks like. I was trying to unbrick because all I have is level 5, so I can't really Digivolve up right now, and unfortunately it didn't go through too well. But anyways, yeah, I got that free Digivolution in the raising area, and I got to play my Shinegreymon. The search didn't work too well, but my opponent plays TK. They are playing Yellow Shinegreymon, as I said earlier. They reveal Cupimon, which is, I don't remember what it does off the top of my head right now. I believe it's like if you have 5 or more security, you gain +1 or you draw or something like that when you attack. But yeah, they play TK, which lets you look at your security and then grab one card from there. And if that card is yellow, you get to recover your security +1, which means put a card from the top of your deck to replace that card. So I draw, again, another brick, because it's Gaia Force, which could be good eventually. But now with no Digimon on the field for my opponent, even in their raising area, it's not what I need right now. I go ahead and swing at security with Zubamon, because it's 1k anyway, so it's going to be destroyed one way or another. So I'm just going to swing, see what happens. Now, I do believe my opponent messed up here because they were supposed to shuffle their security, and I don't see that they did that after stacking it, so misplay on their end, but it's okay. I go ahead and play another Zubamon because I need some champions or something, or at least Ragnaloardmon, so I could hardcast my Duranda and Digivolve or something like that. But again, nothing. I see another Duranda, so that's a huge brick. That's every single one I run in my deck. I have 4 copies of it now. So I'm assuming my opponent probably grabbed that Labramon from the security since they were so bricked earlier. But they do finally Digivolve into Labramon, which is great inheritable in Shine decks, because when you destroy something by DP, you get to draw 1. So you're basically always going to get that draw off it. But let's see here. They go into Repamon, which is a cheap cost champion. It's not 1 cost, but it is 3 to play onto the field, so as a champion, that's really fantastic, a lot of momentum. They go ahead and play Kari. Kari, if you are at 3 or less memory, gain 3 or less security, gain 1 memory, so I do have to be careful now, and I shouldn't be swinging unless I'm sure of bringing them down. But it looks like they're kind of brick right now too, so they may not have anything to do with that memory. Either way, I finally start seeing the combo pieces finally, so I start Digivolving up. I Digivolved into Zubamon and then Duramon, because they have the inheritable if level 7 security attack +1. So right now, if I go into Ragnaloardmon, that is 4 checks, I believe, including its own effect. So that's pretty strong right now, really crazy. And then they Digivolve up into Shinegreymon, so they get to play TK for free, but its effect doesn't activate. And then they do have enough memory to go into Seraphimon, so that is 3, starting me off with 3, but they also get to recover 1, so they're back at 5. So I did get that 1 security check earlier, but it doesn't matter too much right now because they are recovering thanks to that Seraphimon. I don't have what's his name? I don't have Ragnaloardmon in hand yet, but I do have the Durandamon, so at the very least, you know, I could swing for something. So I do get that check. I put them at 4 memory. Now they are at 3, so they do have that 1 Kari, but it is only the 1 Kari, so I'm not too worried. Start them off with 3. They go to because of Kari, because of TK, they'll go to 3, and then they'll get the 1 from Kari, starting them off at 4. So only 1 more than they would have normally. So, and seeing how bricky his hand seems to be, I wasn't too concerned with giving them that much extra memory, because I don't see them unbricking anytime soon. And it looks like they do just play out another TK. So that is worrying, because he does have a huge board wipe right now. This is an easy 20k, I want to say. 20,000? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20,000 DP minusing right now. So they could take down, I see my entire board right now. Or at least they could take down Durandamon or both of my other Digimon on the field if they want to get rid of my blocker for whatever reason. So that's worrying, but I have the confidence of being able to get into my top end before he gets into something like Shine. They hardcast the Unimon just so they have a blocker on field, so that's pretty cool. That's good for me, giving me 5 whole memory. I Digivolve in the raising area, get that free draw, crucial for unbricking hands, and it worked. I do finally get to top deck my Ragnaloardmon. I do also see the Durandamon, so that is fantastic. I get to Digivolve into it for basically free, because Ragnaloardmon's effect, when Digivolve by adding 1 Durandamon or Brywell Ludramon to hand to the stack, you get to Digivolve for free. Or rather, you gain back 3 memory that you spent on Ragnaloardmon. So I spent another 3 to go into Duramons in the second stack to start building up in case something happens to Ragnaloardmon in this check. And because of all that stack, I do have piercing plus 4 security checks from all the inheritables, and that is like at 15k DP right now, probably, I want to say, because Ragnaloardmon actually has 14. So we see ripping through that security, and so yeah, I could just swing with blocker now. So even with the passing 2 memory, it doesn't matter too much. He blocked the Duranda, but yeah, I just swing, and that is game. So we go ahead and go to round 2 of this set because Corchamon wins us the game. He was not able to see his Shinegreymon in time. So let's go ahead and start setting up for round 2 of this set. Can we get the 2-0? So my opponent lost the last game, so they will get to choose who starts off. They choose to go first. They reveal their egg Cupimon. They Digivolve into Levermon to get that free draw. Fantastic for the first turn because you want as many actions as you can per turn. So you always want to see those rookies. They then Digivolve into their blocker Unimon, start me off with only 2 memory, so not too much to work with, thankfully. But for the first turn, I'll take it. I unfortunately do not have rookie to start with, so that's really bad. I go ahead and cast the Zuba Eagermon because I don't want to give him too much memory to prevent some, like if he has to go into an expensive rookie, like or expensive ultimate, he passes turn. He can't climb higher, but instead he just passes the he just plays TK, gives me another 2 memory as well, just to look at his security, potentially unbrick his hand, and then recover +1 if it's yellow. And since it's a pure yellow deck, it will always get that recovery +1 to fix itself. So I will be starting at 2 memory. They grab a Unimon, so that's another blocker. It tells me they don't have, they're going for the defensive, and once again, they do not shuffle. That's on me for not calling it out at the time. I didn't think much of it either. So they do pass me, they started me at 2, so Duramon unfortunately does pass turn over to them, putting them at 3 because it's TK. Not much I can do there. But I do have Phoenixmon next turn, so I'll be able to go into a Mega. Hopefully I'll draw into a rookie or even Ragnaloardmon just so I can start going into it. Because the play here is definitely Digivolve into Phoenixmon and then use Ragnaloardmon's effect to go into it for free if I could see it. They Digivolve into Sirenmon, which is their 2-cost vanilla ultimate. So it does let them be their turn without passing turn by Digivolving into an ultimate. They then play Kari to pass turn to me, so that starts me off with only 2 memory. And they do have that security net now. If I put them below 3 or at 3 for whatever reason, they get to yeah, looks like my opponent wanted to swing before he played the Kari. I said, sure, that's fine. Let's just take it back. It's just webcam. Or not even webcam games. It's just tabletop simulators. Yeah. So they do swing first. Start chipping away my security. It's fine. But I Digivolve into Phoenixmon. That does not pass turn because I did only start 2. That's the beauty of these, the great utility of these 12k, these vanilla ultimate megas. They let you Digivolve without passing turn. Because he swung, I did just go ahead and attack. And then I will Digivolve for 1 into Dark Tyrannomon. That does give him 3 memory to start with. Because at this point, I do remember I was just so used to like the choking at 1 memory that you got accustomed to playing as is the optimal strat that I just forget TKs on the field sometimes. And unfortunately, I give them only Digivolve for only 1 when I could have at least played a rookie and gotten a body on board or something. And they go all the way to 3. So they get a free Kari off the Shinegreymon Digivolution, which is fantastic for them. They Digivolve into Shinegreymon. Do get to board wipe my Duranda. That's unfortunate. I don't know if that was right amount of memory. Because I think Shinegreymon like 3, right? And he starts at 3. But either way, if something was off, that is on me for not noticing it. But I will Digivolve for 3 into Durandamon. I'll go ahead and start out my opponent off like that. They reveal their Digi-Egg. They got Cupimon. So Cupimon's pretty good right now because he is still at 5 security. So as soon as if he starts recovering somehow, that is going to start being live soon. I believe it's like draw 1 when you swing. If it's if your security is like 6 or more, 5 or more. I'll have to check after the video. But yeah, he plays yet another TK, which will start me off with 1 memory. So that's cool. You want to start powering up your Shinegreymon even more because the 3 was enough to take out my Durandamon, but if I go into Ragnaloardmon, he needs enough for the next Shine to be able to take that out. So I don't know if I agree with the play per se, because you're already set up, you should start swinging stuff. But they do go for it, they do got that other extra bodies on board. I reveal my egg, I Digivolve for free. I do only have 1 memory, which is very unfortunate since I don't see Ragnaloardmon anywhere, and I have the Durandas in hand to be able to go for it. I don't swing with Durandamon just now because none of the security plus effects are live from the inheritable because I need to be level 7. And if I swing now, he is just going to attack my Durandamon with his Shinegreymon, and that'll set me back so far back. And he's already really far ahead with now Shinegreymon and a blocker on board. I'm wondering if he's going to want to swing too because he's worried as well. Because on my turn, Shinegreymon is only 11k. Its effect gives it plus 1000 DP for every tamer on the field. So on his turn, it's a really strong Digimon. But on my turn, it is only 11k. So we're kind of in a game of chicken right now. Whoever swings first is going to get to attack at their next all opponent's ultimate, or mega, I mean. So I shouldn't be swinging until I make sure that I have lethal on board. They play Patamon, which lets you search for tamers. And I don't believe they hit anything I didn't see. I only have 2 memories, so if I play Super Eagermon, I start him at 1, but again, I always forget, TK's on the field, so that starts him at 3. So you see the 1 Omni there, I do run it, at the time of this video, I ran it at 2, I cut it down to 1, because you want to focus on Ragnaloardmon and a Ragnaloardmon deck. But yeah, don't hit any of the targets. I'm desperately trying to dig for Ragnaloardmon, and I don't know where he's hiding, if he's in my security, or if he's at the bottom of the deck, probably most likely, but I'm just not seeing him. My opponent has gone through all their eggs at this point somehow. They're revealed, they have Agumon. Agumon's pretty okay as a rookie. He digivolves into Repomon. The Repomons are definitely built into these decks for the hard casting. Yeah, if you have 3 or more yellow tamers, draw 1. So Agumon's certainly okay in these builds, and with the tamers on the field, that effect is live if he brings it out. We do have a very scary board. They have security attack +1, so he swings for the Ragnaloardmon, or the Shinegreymon. He swings for 2. He does at least with 2 security, so he doesn't have enough for lethal on this turn. So I don't know if you was expecting or not, because it looks like he just passed turn, so that's like really bad way after swing like that. Luckily, we do finally see the Ragnaloardmon. Thank goodness. I digivolve into Ragnaloardmon. I use its when digivolve effect to let me digivolve for free off of the Durandamon. So now I don't have to pay the memory, and now I have Piercing from the Durandamon's Inheritable as well. I swing for security. Actually, I don't swing for security because there's no point to. I believe I swung at Shinegreymon because I get to remove the body now, and I get to check security because of the Inheritable effects. So I am checking for 3 right now. So I'm checking for 3 security. That's insane because I believe he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he does only have 5 security, but he's doing. I'm doing 3 checks right now, so that's pretty crazy. I unfortunately did not have a rookie, so I wasn't able to move out. That's unfortunate. I didn't see one for so long because I would have been able to get lethal this turn. But either way, I digivolve into that Greymon, swing for security. Just wanted to up the DP a bit, hopeful to not die. And it's actually a Kari, so he's going to get a lot of memory next turn, so he could potentially make some huge play. I believe he could potentially make some momentum swinging play because that's a lot of memory, 6 memory. If he goes into Shinegreymon off of this, that is potentially security attack +1 if he has the Rise in hand, and with the Patamon on field, that is game. So here's hoping he doesn't have that in hand. I don't remember off the top of my head how this duel went down, but he does move into the battle area. He digivolves his Patamon into Godfamon, so that's telling me that he's digging for the stuff that he wants to see for hopefully Shinegreymon and stuff, or Rise Greymon, but not enough right now. But either way, he has 3 bodies on board, I believe. No, he moved. Yeah, he moved it from the. So this is GG because he has 3 bodies on board. He can just swing with all of these and he wins. I was not taking the raising area into account, so that's on my fault. I always forget the raising area. You have to be aware of every single part of the field. So that could have been game, unfortunately. But he looks like he took back the swing. He doesn't want to swing right away with Unimon because it does cost 2 to attack with it. So you will always want to get your other swings out first. So like hopefully in case something comes up. So I am going to block. So that's what happened. I have the blocker on field. So this isn't lethal just yet, thankfully. I don't know what I was talking about. It's hard to keep track of everything. So yeah, he goes into his Angelwoman. When digivolved, if security is 3 or less, recovery +1. So he does get to recover. Because of Ragnaloardmon, I don't believe that's enough to save him. He has to go for lethal this turn or else he can't win. He does, however... Okay, so he's debating going into the Shine. He also... Yeah, oh my goodness, Yeah, Terraforce. I remember this game. So this is Terraforce. This one's insane. Because the Terraforce insecurity, and he was about to go. Because if he had... Yeah, I have no rookies in hand. So even if I had Digivolve that turn, I wouldn't be able to move it. I wouldn't have had lethal for turn that game. So he could have just stalled Digivolve swung next turn and gotten game. So that was huge. And another Terraforce. Yeah, I remember this game. Yeah, another Terraforce. That is the double Terraforce and security. The hallelujah. Life-saving Terraforce. That game was lost if it wasn't for the Terraforces, to be honest. Like, it was... he did not have lethal on board. He did not, because I had the blocker. But, like, if he was able to remove my Ragnaloardmon, I don't believe I would have been able to climb fast enough to be able to win that again. So that was huge, the double Terra Force check. I mean, the one check alone was enough, but the double was just adding insult to injury. So that was such hype security checks. They came in clutch. That's what I was able to win the game thanks to. I was able to win thanks to those Gaia Forces. But yeah, Ragnaloardmon is scary. That thing, you could just be patient in security and just bring them out when you got lethal on board. You know, start hard casting rookies, bring them out, swing for 5 in 1 turn, and you're good. He was hesitating on the Shinegreymon Digivolution. That's the thing. I touched about that. I touched on that in my RNG video. Like, you got to control the board and be careful when swinging. Because if he had just Digivolved, he would have totally had board control ready for to just swing for next turn for game, potentially. But instead, he got the Gaia Force Security, which was huge. It was a crucial momentum swinger. So yeah, I'll probably do a deck profile breakdown video of this in the next video, because Ragnaloardmon's a really fun deck. It's just so hype, punching everything in the face in 1 check. But I hope you guys like this duel. This is an older one, recorded a couple days ago now, so I forgot a lot of it, except for those 2 checks at the end. That is unforgettable. But yeah, so they're not the smoothest commentary, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll make sure to improve in the future. Of course, if you liked any of these decks, please remember to use my TCG Player affiliate link in the description below when buying singles to build these decks. It supports the channel and I really appreciate it. Let me know what decks you want to see featured in the next videos. And until those next videos, remember to stay hungry until you get a taste of victory.